Hello everybody and welcome back to FTB OceanBlock, and in this episode, as you can see behind me, we upgrade our mana production for Botania by replacing all of the endo flames with kekimuruses. And we also increase the speed of the Gaia spreaders using lenses, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are going to be upgrading our Botania mana production a bit. We're going to test out this spectralus flower and see how much mana it produces and is it worthwhile making 60 of them, or 64 since that's how many we're probably going to end up making. Then again, if the thing is producing a ton of mana, probably don't even need that many. Anyway. So, also, if we are going to be running with this flower, we're going to need sheep essence, because I need to have a good supply of wool. Now, I know I upgraded it to a spider spawner down below, and now we're producing quite a lot of string, but I am probably going to run out of this thing if the thing is going to be generating up like 10 wool per flower. So, I'll have to probably produce a lot of wool, which isn't that big of a problem. We can just go ahead and do that. I'm actually starting to see a lot more drowned appearing lately. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter. So let's go downstairs and have a look at our Botania. So I need myself my shrinking device, and we'll head in the Botania. These things are, I just recently went ahead and took all the mana diamonds out of here. So let me just quickly do that again, and then we can get to work on seeing what flowers we want. So should I make the sheep essence first, or should I do the flowers first? I'd say I'd probably just go ahead and just do the flowers, because we have the wool or the string to start with, so that's not a problem. And we'll have to replace the blaze rods in here now with string, so we'll have to do that. So if we have a look here at the spectralus flower, this is going to require 2 white, 2 blue, 2 green, 2 red, a pixie dust, a rune of air, and a rune of winter. A rune of winter is a cake, white wool, 2 snow blocks, and rune of earth, and a rune of water. Now, snow is not a problem since we have our ice essence, so there we go. The other one then is the wool. Yeah, that's not a problem either. How much wool do we actually have? 3k. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. And then it's also going to require, probably might as well bookmark that, a cake. Now, cakes aren't too bad, but it's just making all the buckets now is the issue. So if I just quickly do this. Maybe I should set up a crafting recipe for this, because this is so annoying to craft. Okay, that's all I can make so far. So we'll start off with making this many. So what's that? 11 or 10, 11. Yeah, so 11 cakes. So let's start by putting everything onto our thing and see how fast we can get this done. So grab out our wand of the forest. Wait, am I blind, or can I not see it in here? I'm blind. Okay, it's here. I don't know why I couldn't see that for a second. And then we're also going to need some living rock and rune of earth and water. So rune of water and earth. Now these things will become reusable, so I'm not too worried about losing them. So let's start off by putting everything on. So a rune of water and earth. We need 2 snow. We're going to need ourselves a piece of wool and a cake. That will make us rune of winter. So all I have to do is just use up everything in my inventory here. So I need to direct some of the mana now into these guys. So just do that quickly. Just mana this thing up. There we go. And this should be... Oh wait, I didn't click it. I clicked it into the wrong thing. Into the runic altar, not the mana splitter. There we go. Now it's producing the mana we need. So living rock on top, and right click it, and there we go. Right click again, and it's just gonna make them all. And actually, for a second there, it actually bursted out a ton of mana. So it's almost like I just leave it for a second, and it bursts out the mana that stores up inside the spreader. Interesting. Yeah, if they're going to explode everywhere, that's going to be a bit annoying. Alright, last one now. So, put all this stuff away now. Keep our rune of winters. Now, what flowers did it say we needed? We need ourselves white, blue, green, and red. So let's look up flower. So, mystical blue. So we'll make a couple stacks of these. So, I won't need an entire 2 stacks, so we'll just grab a stack of blue, a stack of red, stack of white. Probably need a little bit more than that, so white flowers. There we go. And what was the other color? A stack of green. That's regular green, isn't it? Yes, it is. Green petals. So, stack of them. Okay. So then the other ones is a rune of water. And actually, wait. Does the rune of water get consumed? If I make a flower out of it? I think it actually does. If that's the case, I'm going to have to make a good few more water runes. I didn't think about that. Let's just see. If it consumes one, well, we'll have to go ahead and remake a few of them now. So let's grab out some seeds, some basic wheat seeds, and a rune of water, a rune of winter, 2 blue, 2 red, 2 white, and 2 green. Is that not it? Oh, it's not rune of water, it's a rune of air. Never mind, I thought it was water I needed. Air. I only have 1 rune of air. They're not that difficult to make, so it's not too bad. Let's grab out these again and see. So, air rune, green, red, blue, white, flowers, and this one. No? Am I? Oh, a pixie dust. Forgot about pixie dust. So 1 pixie dust. There we go. So that makes 1 spectralus flower. Let's test this out. Let's just put 1 flower down here, grab out a piece of wool, and see what this thing can produce. It ate that entire stack, and it barely filled the thing with mana. Oh my... Let me just chuck out a ton of stacks. It consumed it all, and this thing pumped all of it out. Are you... Wait, orange wool? What does it mean by orange wool? Does that mean it wants orange wool? Oh no, don't tell me this flower wants 1 of every color wool, because if that's the case, this is not going to work. Now it wants magenta wool. Light blue. Will it just work with any? It has to be that specific color. Okay, this is not going to work. We're going to have to look into a different flower. Maybe we should look into the cake flower. Maybe that might be our best bet. Light and yellow. It's going to just go through a cycle of wool colors, isn't it? Yeah, now look at one's lime. And it's not even producing that much mana. Okay, this is not going to work. This flower is too needy. So, let's go back and have a look what flowers we want. That's a bust now. I was really hoping that would work. So, we won't be making our sheep seed. So, that's off the table. So, botania. I think our best bet then is to go ahead with the kekimurus one. So, this kekimurus one is needing... Or the Gurumilus, but I think our cake one is probably the best bet here. So, we need a rune of gluttony, which requires rune of fire and winter. We made some winter runes, so that's easy enough. Yeah, they're a pretty cheap recipe, so that's not a problem. Then we're also going to need orange, white, and brown flowers with some pixie dust. That is not a problem. The only thing now is producing enough resources to make the cakes. Because we can use our refined storage constructor to place the cakes. So that's not a problem. So I think what I'll do now is if we head all the way back up to the surface, let's set up a thing of chickens so they can start producing eggs. Or is there a better way of making eggs at the moment? We could set up a chicken seed. I think a chicken seed actually might be a bit better. So a chicken essence comes from a chicken seed, which requires soul jars of chicken. Now, there is an easy way to make this. We just need a soul extractor and then use feathers of raw chicken. So I think I'll do this method. So I need myself a gold sword, 2 of them. Upgrade these into soulium daggers so I can make the soul reprocessor thing. Make this. And now if we just look up feather, We have 3k of them. That's not a problem. So come back downstairs, and I just need a place to put this down where I have power access. Here, I'll do for now. So I need a soul jar. I need 4 soul jars go. I think I have these auto-crafted. I do have chicken mob souls, so that isn't a problem. Put all these in here, and is that like a slot for coal? Does that make it go quicker? Or is this like a thing where it can produce its own power if you speed it up in there? Now, the thing is, this thing is very slow. I have a good few hours in this thing built up, so I'll just do it like this. There's a whole full chicken one. It looks like a whole stack will do 2 jars. There we go. Okay. So now we have everything to make the chicken feed. So come back up here, and if we have a press U on this now, it says here for chicken, we're going to need prudentium and a soul seed. Do I have any of those left? I do. So the chicken souls go on top, and the prudentium essence with the solium seed go, and we'll stick that up there in one of those pots. So chicken seed will go there. And that will now start producing us chicken essence, which we can now turn into eggs. Next up then is we need to use some of this milk now to start filling buckets to make cake. So we need our fluid encapsulator. So fluid encapsulator, just auto-craft all that. Thank God we have that. Should be done. There we go. So fluid encapsulator over here then we'll set it up like right here or something. So tank. What way do we have the ender tank set up for milk? I'm going to have to go check what that is. I believe it's something like white, grey, white. And if it is, I have to get out a little bit of light grey. Let's go upstairs and just quickly double check. So that is light grey, isn't it? It looks like it. So over here then, over here, yeah. Just grab out some cable. There should be cable already running underneath these, so I can just route it here. So fluid encapsulator down. And now if we look up resident kit, just to make this thing go quicker, and some flux amplifiers, 3 of them, stick these all in. There we go. And now if we grab our milk, stick it up top, and put light grey, that should give it milk instead of latex. Yes. I need a pipe, a wrench, and a pipe upgrade. And I'm also going to need myself a crafter. So diamond crafter. Craft that up. There we go. And just stick this here and wrench it out. Accelerate. Just make sure nothing's added in that. Yep. And we're going to say input left and right, or input left and top. And we're going to output on the left. Yes. So we're going to put the crafter right here. And you're going to request craft milk when we need it. Then I'm going to get myself an importer. Or actually an ender chest could work. Just to keep the place a little bit clean. Or grab an ender chest and set this thing to auto-eject out the right. That should insta-put it into the system. So it'll keep this area a little bit cleaner instead of digging holes and running cables. So if we come up top, now we just need to make ourselves our actual like pattern. So processing, a bucket. So 1 bucket. Let's remove those ones. 1 bucket will make 1 bucket of milk. There we go. Now if we look up cake, we need cake. That's going to be made like this. So 3 wheat, 2 sugar, an egg, and a bucket of milk. The eggs are going to be made like this. What else do we have? The wheat, we're already grown that, but just in case, nature essence can be used to make wheat. And yeah, I think that's everything. And just to be on the safe side, I'll create a pattern for buckets. I might already have the pattern for buckets, do I? I do, okay. So I don't have to worry about that. So put all these in here, and this thing's ready to go, except for this one, because it has to go down in this crafter. So inside this crafter, bucket, and that's pretty much it for cakes. So back to Botania, so back downstairs into here. We need to now set up recipes, so say if I want to make myself 10 cakes, I can do that. And it should make us 10 cakes, hopefully. So the kekimurus ones, I think it's K-E-K? Yes. So we need to make a ton of gluttony runes. Now, I don't know how many cakes to make. I guess we'll start off with 16 and give maybe 4 on each side just to see how that goes. And if we can support more, we will. So let's just make ourselves 4 of these, or 16 of these guys first. So Rune of Fire, let's look up Rune. So Rune of Winter and a Rune of Fire with mana diamonds, I believe it was. Rune of Envy, Gluttony. Yes, mana diamonds. So we're going to use a bit of our mana diamond reserves, but that's fine. And just need a wand. I have my wand on me. And Living Rock. Right, let's get to work on these. So 2 of these and then these 2. And there's the last Gluttony charm. Right, so we should have everything, I believe, now. So kekimurus, pixie dust, so pixie. So we have 21, we're only making 16, so we'll half that and then half it again. So 16. Then we need brown, orange, and white petals. Do we have those? We have white, so half a stack of those. We don't have any brown left, so we'll have to make some brown petals. There's brown. And what was the other one? Orange. Okay, so orange petals. Only 12? Okay, we'll have to make a few more orange flowers. There we go. So, over here now, let's test this out. So, we need ourselves a bucket. So, bucket of water in, 2 orange, 2 brown, pixie dust, charm of Gluttony, and 2 white. Now we just need the seeds. And chuck the seeds on. There we go, kekimurus. Let's test this one out. So, cake, you go there. And I just need to set all these guys up to point back down here. There we go. Now, cake, let's actually put one down and see what happens. So, a cake, put you here. This thing starts eating it. Very slowly, but how much mana does it produce when it bites? That's actually quite a lot. You can see it produces like a quarter of the bar, where like 6 or nearly 8 of them barely fill to a fourth of the way. So if I set up like a ton of kekimuruses, even like actually 4 of them would nearly fill this entire spreader up every time it pulses. So that could be really good. I just need to make sure I have a decent supply of cake going around. So I think that's what we'll do. Let me just go ahead and finish making the rest of these, and then we can get to work on putting constructors down to place down cakes instead, and then we can get rid of all of these endo flames and see how well it works. So let me make the rest of these flowers. Right, there we go. So it's time we probably destroy all this setup now. So let me just remove all these endo flames. And disconnect this up here for a moment. Actually, I could just break the cable there. So let's break all of this, because we're not going to need these anymore. You know, so get rid of all the timers, or not timers, redstone receivers and transmitters. Get rid of all the pressure plates. Open crates. And we can come down here and remove all these guys. Oh, hopefully this thing works and I'm not wasting my time here. So put everything away. And now we have to go ahead and put down all the kekimuruses. I just need some dirt. Fix this floor. Everything correct? Yep. Alright, so let me back out my wand, because I somehow put that away. And now I'm going to give... So the cake's going to go there, so I'm going to give each one 2. Like this. So it should eat a lot of cake really fast. Right, they're all looked up. Let's make ourselves constructors. So constructors, can we make some of those? I can't see them there. At refined. Oh. So at refined, we need ourselves constructors. And we're going to need 4 of them. And the cable. So they're going to come down this far. Because they're going to be placing it 1 block above the ground. Is that right? Yeah, actually, it's going to be here. Oh, it wants to point down the way, so... Yeah, I think I might have to put a block there temporary just to put these down on, so just grab a bit of dirt for just a second. So constructors point down. There we go. Now I can remove this dirt. Okay, and all I have to do now is connect them all. And now I just need to give it a cake to put down. So, cake. And some crafting upgrades. With some speed upgrades because I need this thing to be quick. And now we say cake with a speed and a crafting upgrade. You can see these guys are eating it like crazy. And give me out my wand so I can just check the usage. You can see it's half filling these mana spreaders instantly, which is going to produce a lot of mana. Same thing in here, so let me just space these out to 3 each. And then that. So, cake, those in, you, cake, that. And then last but not least, you in here, so you get a cake, speed, and crafting upgrades. So, it might take a second to craft the cake, but with this now, it will start producing a lot of mana. Like, wow, okay, this is insane. That is so much mana. I didn't realize, even with the Gaia spreaders, can't keep up with how much it's producing. So, I think we might have to make the lenses, like the velocity lens. So, let's have a look here. So, lenses, velocity is rune of air. Now, we need to make ourselves mana lenses, of course, and we need a total of 8 of them. And the velocity is rune of air. Now, of course, we don't have any airs left, so we're going to have to make a few. And what was the other one? The potency one? Potency is rune of lens of fire. So let's just stick one on just to see. Like, this guy has half full. Stick the lens on. You can see he's sending out nearly twice as much now. But he's very, very slow. So if we combine this then with a other one, like, I think this will actually use up fire as I use it, right? Or is it just combining? Okay, it is using up the fire. So I need to make myself a ton of fire and a ton of air. So let me make 8 of each quickly. Right, there we go. That's all the fire and air one's got now. So let's just finish crafting these all. So fire with the mana lenses. Hopefully I can just do this and click them all out. There we go. Now I believe you just combine this now with some, yeah, slime. Okay, I need to actually make another 8 lenses. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Combine these now with the rune of air. There it is. That makes velocity. Put all those in. Craft them all. And now just grab some slime. With the slime here, grab a mana lens and a velocity lens. Throw these all in the system. And now take out a composite mana lens. Should have entire 8 of them now. Yep. So now we just need to stick one on every single one. I could also dye these with a color if I wanted to, but there's really no point. There we go. Now just have them all pointing into the mana splitter now. Oh my god, look at them go. Look how much mana they have. How fast is this going up? I can see it ticking up really, really quickly. Oh, this is perfect. This is so much quicker than having the endo flames. I should have done this sooner. At least now when we have diamonds, we can just chuck them in here. And like go ahead and get our straight into like getting a ton of these mana diamonds now. Now I know it still takes a while to produce enough, but like still. This will definitely up our production so much. There we go, just 36 just like that. And how long is it going to take before I can... That guy's already nearly like have enough already. Yeah, all I have to do is come in here like every 5 minutes and just make a few. This is great. And I doubt this would work, but would my wand of acceleration make these things eat quicker? Oh yeah, it does. And that makes these guys completely filled. And by shift right clicking, does it make it empty out quicker? It does. Yeah, look how much mana's in it already. That was only like a couple pixels. It's nearly half a pixel full. So, yeah, this is... Wow. This is great. So, I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget that like button, subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you on the next episode. So, without further ado, goodbye.